We live in Imperial Beach. We have young children, and my husband's a surfer, and we just really enjoy the beach. And it was disappointing to go down there so often and see these beach closed signs.
Closed because of contaminated water that has spilled into our beaches from Mexico. We're talking sewage, plastic pollution, and even chemical waste. Bethany Case showed up to a news conference put on by the San Diego Surfrider Foundation Tuesday. The foundation announced it intends to sue the federal agency known as the International Boundary and Water Commission, or IBWC, over the ongoing water crisis at the border. The backdrop was a sewage treatment plant built back in 1993. This sewage treatment plant was put here to resolve or to address some of the sewage issues coming from Mexico. It is on the U.S. side, but it treats Mexican sewage. The problem is when the diverters or collectors fail or break down, and that can happen on any given day. And what ends up happening is the sewage ends up over here in the Tijuana River Valley, and then that water eventually flows down to our beaches.
I'm getting tired of this, and I mentioned the other day, we had an agent was assaulted in the sloughs. Guy tried to hit him with a 2x4. But what was worse than that was they had to decontaminate afterwards. They had to how many times does a police officer get assaulted and then they have to decontaminate? That's adding salt to the wound. That has to stop. Look behind you. This area is a toxic waste dump. My men and women continually work there.
Christopher Harris represents the Border Patrol Union. He tells me the IBWC is mandated to address the matter.
Last year, they were telling me that their only job was to run sewage treatment plants. Au contraire. Au contraire. Read their charter, read the La Paz Agreement, read Treaty 44. All liquids coming across their borders basically in their purview.
The IBWC is now faced with 3 potential lawsuits.
Our intent is to apply more pressure because everything thus far for the last 40 years, nothing has worked.
The federal government has to step up, the state government has to step up and work with Mexico and make them step up to stop and resolve this.
In San Ysidro, near the border, Elizabeth Alvarez, KUSI News.